Hey everybody, Leftie here. I'm coming back at you today with Doki Doki. So it's been a while since we've started this, and we haven't really got into any of the really creepy stuff, because again, I know that this is supposed to be a horror game. So we're gonna just keep going and see what happens. Who should I show my poem to next? I forget I even wrote a poem. Right. So Yuri, let's do this. ... Oh my goodness, this is so good, Leftie. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. So Yuri, you must be seriously overreacting. Yeah, it's a really bad poem. All I did was cut out some letters from a cereal box, pasted them together. I mean, I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Okay. You're weird. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Well, I haven't even asked Natsuki yet. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Leftie poem. Well, you got that right. It's all about being on the left side of things. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. You obviously have a really big crush on me, and I am oblivious to it. As being a Mel and a teenager in a school, obviously I have no clue of what's happening. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room, the fact that I'm actually present for the club meetings. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See, it's like I said before, Leftie. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. Yes, I am extra awesome. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah? And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. It better be super special awesome. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Sure. Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. A poem after my own heart. Somebody who's sleepy, likes the sun for a bit, and really wants food. Yep, sounds about me. How do I... I'm done with the poem. Can I... Thank you. The paper was not wanting to leave. It was like, keep reading me. You know you love this poem. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem, Sayori. It's a really good poem for a last-minute ditch effort. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. I did too this morning. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. She gets hangry. Anyway, thanks for showing me. I don't know how to do the laughters. I'm not very good at that. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget, and I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Alright, who should I show my poem to next? Natsuki. Let's go, Natsuki. I'm all ready to do a, I gave you the nugget voice, that's right.
Leftie, if we're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home.
What? Harsh?
What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid?
I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not a very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right, you jerk? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Oh, see? Not proud of it, are you? Painful to think about?
Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again.
Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess.
Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. So basically what all animals could do. Got it.
Yeah, I told you that you were gonna like it.
I like it, somehow, maybe. It makes me think of all the animals in the world and what they can do and I cannot.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Isn't that the whole base of a poem? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. Like, I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard.
I don't know how that hit me hard.
Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand. I guess I do. Secretly, I understand. Leftie in the game understands. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it.
But the other nice thing about simply writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. Somebody is entirely full of themselves. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Good job, me. And Monica. Hi, Leftie. Having a good time so far? Ah, yes. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring them up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ah ha ha ha! Don't worry, Leftie. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, I guess that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Mm-hmm. Great job, Leftie. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. Ooh. I almost said that entirely wrong. I fixed it. Good job, Leftie. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easy. Oh, that's me. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. Always drag them in thinking that you're gonna do really bad stuff and then throw it at them that you actually do have some type of effort in there. It just doesn't come out all that times. Well, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway.
You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism, unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It could take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. I'll do me. You got that right, Monica. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. I'm worried about impressing all of the women in here. I want to go for all of them. You're my second choice, Monica, just so you know. I like Yuri, but you're my second choice. Only because of the green eyes. I love green eyes. Ah ha ha ha. Because I had to laugh. And I had 2 laugh sections, and I'm like, okay. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite chaos. Chaos? Oh, a hole of infinite choices. Good job, you. I realized now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Is there, like, abuse going on? Like, a hole in the wall? Is that what I'm getting? Like, somebody punched a hole in the wall? I mean, reason for the title? So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on specific points. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright, I guess I'm done. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As I read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Huh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How could that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. So Yuri liked it, and Leftie did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet.
Ugh.
And Leftie liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Ooh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what You're just...
You can impress me all you want to, Yuri. You've already impressed me with your beauty. Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Leftie appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he did appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cute so. Is everyone okay?
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Leftie started showing up.
Jesus Christ, really?
Natsuki!
Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I can't do two people at once, but, you know, play with it in your heads. That was two people at once.
I don't like fighting, guys!
Suddenly, both girls turns towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Leftie, she's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Leftie.
Oh, wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our own language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Leftie?
Well, I don't know. Two people at once again. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course, that's going to be... Help me, Sayori! You come in here and you say it. God, should I just go? I'm gonna go with Yuri, because Yuri's my bae. I'm trying to get in good with Yuri. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem.
See?
Wait, that's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different.
That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poems seriously.
I understand. Yuri? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed.
Well, that's...
But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute.
I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry.
But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place.
Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that...
Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fist. In the end, nobody has taken her side.
She's trapped, at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her.
Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head.
Sayori, she doesn't need to.
You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now.
Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumbles up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash.
Natsuki.
She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything all right? My beautiful purple-haired vixen?
I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now.
No, Yuri! I can never hate you! I even sided with you because I love you so much. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? Just saying, you handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. And it does seem that Natsuki tends to kind of jump off the handle a bit.
Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Leftie. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now.
It's nothing. It's everything. Be mine.
One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So...
Huh? Oh, we're going back to the boob thing. I forgot all about that. What thing did Natsuki say?
Well, never mind that. I'm going to go make some tea.
Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright. Well, mostly.
Leftie, how about you? I'd say the same. It was okay. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. Sure, I think to myself. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. A nod to myself with newfound determination.
Leftie, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. I'm not good with laughs. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Let's go, Sayori. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
Huh? What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, Leftie, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you, too.
That's...
Every day is going to be so much fun.
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's go about some poem writing. Let's do this. Alright, who are we going to try and impress? Oh, you know what I just noticed? Monica's not there, so I guess I can't impress Monica. No, she was my second choice. Alright, I guess Sayori's my second choice now, and then Natsuki's last. But Yuri, my purple-haired lovely. Let's see here. Hopeless or Starscape? I'm gonna go Starscape. Yeah, there we go. Candy, Happiness, Whisper, Scar, Skipping, Infinite. Meh. Whisper? Ah, darn it. Bouncy, vibrant, shiny existence, nibble, comfort, intellectual. Intellectual! There we go. Pout, agonizing, broken, ambient. Ambient? Yay! I'm getting her! Yay! Look at her jump. Wrath, poof, jump, spinning, blanket, Valentine, vitality. Vitality! Yay! I'm looking at all these big words. Tenacious! Doki Doki! Waterfall, eternity, memory, sensation, sensation. There we go. How about frightening? She likes scary stuff. I remember, I think. Anxiety, that's me. Ah, yay, it was her too. Marshmallow. I have a feeling that'd be Sayori. Suicide. Oh, that's right. Sayori jumped at that one last time, I think. I don't remember. Was it her? Massacre. There we go. Massacre, and she jumps. Oh, this is a lovely game. Universe. There we go. Oh, I'm getting Yuri all up and going. This is the best. Unrequited. Oh, no! Sayori. Yeah, it's okay. I've gotten Yuri most of the time. Contamination, incapable, vertigo, unrestrained. Contamination. Let's do that. Depression, forgive, question, beauty, ocean, depression. Oh, Sayori. Okay, depression works for her. Whatever that word is. I don't even know how to read it. That's how you read that. Destiny. Yeah, look at that. I'm getting it. I'm like nailing it. Rain cloud. Judgment. There we go. And then unending. Aha! I'm doing wonderful. Meager? Yeah! I'm looking for the words that I'm like, these look so cool. Oh, horror. She likes horror. Oh, I did it! Look at that. I got Yuri jumping like crazy. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Hi, Leftie.
Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. Well, that's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway.
Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Why that, all of a sudden?
No reason, really, you money grubber. I know what this is about. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I could see right through you, Sayori. In your pink-headed red-bowedness.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option.
I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel...
Oh, that's me. If you feel guilty, you deserve to feel guilty, Sayori. Trying to trick me. Oh, Yuri laughed. Yuri suddenly giggles. Ah. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always.
I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri. Tell Leftie to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you can think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution.
The revolution.
Retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there?
Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing.
After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Did I just slap her? Whap. Who slapped her? Did she just hit herself?
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
Ow. What was... Oh? A cookie?
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution.
Retribution.
Actually, that one almost worked.
I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Ha ha!
Natsuki? That's so nice of you. I'm so happy.
Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite.
So good. Mmm.
Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth.
I bit my tongue.
You're going through a lot just over one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it?
Geez, beggars can't be choosers.
But yours is chocolate.
Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one?
Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Geez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that?
Uh-huh.
Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori... Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway?
Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today?
Not me. Yeah, I haven't either.
That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay.
Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all.
Huh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
I don't know about that, Yuri. Monica's hot and all. She was my second choice, but since I can't pick her, but Yuri, you're my number one. I wouldn't say things like that.
That's true.
Excuse me. Suddenly the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
Ah, there you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Huh?
Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed.
But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about?
Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least.
I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano.
Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica.
I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano.
That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica.
Monica looks at me.
Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
Yeah.
That sounds cool. Sure, I love piano players. You go for it, Monica. I'd also look forward to it.
So is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Leftie.
Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry, I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready.
I see. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks! So I didn't miss anything, did I?
Not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down.
Sayuri somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet.
Hey, Yuri. Huh?
I suddenly noticed that Yuri's reading a different book from the one we've been reading together.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. It was kind of just waiting for you.
If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started?
Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
You can do whatever you want, Yuri. Get more comfortable, put on pajamas, put your hair in pigtails, ride in on a velociraptor. I'm okay with any of that.
You're wonderful.
Not at all.
Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well.
Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside.
Can you hold this for a second?
Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle.
I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water.
She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical.
Okay. May I have the water pitcher? Thanks. I'll be right back.
I might as well walk with you.
Yeah, why not? Shall we go then?
Yeah. Where are you two off to? Yuri's gonna make some tea, so I suddenly realize how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher.
Ah, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it?
That's...
Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Leftie in the club activities?
My mouth gapes.
I suppose there's nothing wrong with that.
Then let's go, Leftie.
That's just randomly weird of her to be like, piss off, Monica. He's mine. He's mine, Monica. Leftie is a man and he is mine. Because I am a man in this. I keep forgetting. I am boy. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall.
I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that?
Yuri...
Something about the way she said that made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me?
No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that.
Leftie, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me?
Because I like you. You're hot. Nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions. I mean, you can always hide them away, but you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane.
No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that?
Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that?
Friend, you say?
Yuri lifts her head.
Leftie, I really like being friends with you.
Sure, just friends. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I want more. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway.
Yeah. Shall we go?
Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. That was quick.
Leftie, do you like oolong tea?
Yeah. Anything is fine.
Very well.
Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees.
Now it's time to get the teapot.
You really do this properly, don't you?
Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others.
Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything?
In that case, you'll only be even more impressed.
Perhaps I will. You impress me, Yuri. Impress me all the way. You don't even have to go all that way for tea. You've already impressed me. My heart is already stolen.
Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do, when it's you who's around anyway.
Ah, that's great, Yuri. I'll be around you all the time if you want to. Just don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me, Leftie. It's very endearing.
Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us.
Leftie, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
Why is that?
It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk.
Ah, sorry, I didn't realize.
No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it.
Is that so? I wonder why that is.
It's most likely because
Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading.
Yes, I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. It has nothing to do with anything up above. My features are fine. There is nothing about me that is too large to handle on my back.
Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Somehow, I decided that chocolate goes well with the hot tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. Ooh, we're getting cuddly.
I can't see too well.
Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? You can put your head on my shoulder too if you want to. Yuri's was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle.
Your teacup.
Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hands that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little bit. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want.
Ah, that's okay. I won't take any.
Are you sure?
Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages.
Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad.
No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay?
Are you sure?
Of course.
I could just feed her the candy. Oh, she's so beautiful. Look at her eyes. They're like all glistening. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. Eat my candy! But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Oh, the chocolate appeared! Oh, it's so cute! Huh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Oh, she's so cute.
Did I just...
Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what had just happened.
Leftie.
Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that.
Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right?
I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, sure. That's all that was. Friends. Boyfriend, girlfriend, you know. Girlfriend, we got this.
Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything.
I see. She's given me permission to keep feeding her chocolate. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return the book. but I can tell just by her expression that she can't even focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did he even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breath. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it into her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. It was just getting really interesting. Okay, everyone. Yuri jolts back.
It's time to share poems. Leftie, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right?
Of course.
Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken.
I'll take care of the cups.
Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Alright, who should I show my poem to first? Well, last time I kind of broke it up by sharing my poem to Yuri, and then waiting until next time to show everybody else my poem to everybody, all the other people. So I think that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to show Yuri my poem, and then we're going to call it quits. So let's jump on into Yuri.
Let's see what you've written for today.
Ooh, Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
Leftie, this one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing.
Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty.
I'm not used to this.
Used to what?
I don't know.
It's fine, take your time. It's all good, Yuri. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her.
Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy.
Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it.
I really only write for myself, and besides, people would just laugh at me.
Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today?
Yeah, I do. If it's with you.
Ooh, if it's with me. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human? I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife, the very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. A rush of blood? What is that? Did you kill the raccoon? I'm trying to, piece together crazy stuff, I'm guessing. I can't really tell if she did that. I just know that she's classic Pavlovian conditioning. And I feed myself again. To me, that just means, she's been feeding the raccoon and that the raccoon just got greedy, so she finally killed the raccoon and now she can eat the bread herself again. That's what I took from that, but maybe I'm stupid.
I was a little more daring without this one than yesterday's.
I can see that, raccoon murderer. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about.
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, but I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Why do you keep them to yourself?
Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Leftie?
Well, plenty. I guess I do.
I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I probably would hate myself.
You're weird. I'm weird. I'm a freak. You're weird. We're all good together. Let's get this going. Leftie, Yuri, it's meant to be. I like it.
I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Leftie.
That's exaggerating a little bit. There are plenty of people like me, and probably a lot better than what I do.
It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing, but now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling, and you're to thank for that.
It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Oh, Yuri! Alright, so we dove a bit more into the series. Crazy stuff hasn't really popped up just yet. We had a fight at the last club meeting, but it's not a big deal. But we're getting in good with Yuri pretty well. So let's just keep on going next time, see what we can do with Yuri and how far we can go in this relationship. Because I'm so stoked that Yuri likes me. So stoked that she does. So anyway, yeah, we're going to keep going on with this next time and see where we end up. I'm hoping that this thing goes a little bit crazy soon so I can see what all the fuss is about. But I do like this game other than that. I think it's really nice, and it's worth it if I get to see my lovely purple-haired maiden every so often. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like it, go ahead and give me a like and subscribe. You can leave a comment down below if you'd like to see another type of game played if you want. I have a Facebook, a Twitter, and my own website, so if you want to check any of those up, I typically post when I have a new video up there or when I'm going to be doing a live stream. You can typically join me on my live streams at Saturday from 7 to 9, either on YouTube or Twitch, and I will announce it on my Facebook, Twitter, and website when which area I will be having the live stream. And I also have a Patreon if you want to support me that way too. And that goes to getting new games and any type of equipment for other types of ideas for the future. So anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll check you guys later. Bye!